Good evening, Tobago. I am Kristen Salandi, honored to guide you through tonight's big, bold, red program. Tonight we gather with purpose. Tonight we stand united. Tonight is about leadership, service, and putting Tobago first again. Welcome to the Big, Bold, Red, where the People's National Movement will unveil its bold vision for Tobago. Before we begin, we invite God's presence into this space. Let us stand and bow our heads for a word of prayer. Almighty God, we thank you for the blessing of Tobago, for its people, its heritage, and its future. As we gather tonight in unity and purpose, we ask for wisdom for those who seek to lead, integrity for those entrusted with authority, and discernment for a people preparing to choose their representatives. Bless the People's National Movement as it presents candidates committed to people-first governance, accountability, and sustainable development. Let leadership be grounded in service, guided by truth, and driven by love for country. As Tobago approaches the 2026 THA elections, may unity rise above division, may vision overcome fear, and may democracy be strengthened through peaceful participation and informed choice. Bless this gathering, every household represented, and the work ahead. May Tobago continue to move forward with purpose, pride, and hope. Amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Please be seated. We now introduce our first candidate, a woman of conviction, a leader who believes in listening, representing, and delivering for her people. Please welcome the People's National Movement candidate for Scarborough Mount Grace, Ms. Petal Benoit.
Hear them.
Family, good afternoon. Come on. Last week we were here and the place was on fire. I know today we are here to speak to serious issues and to share the People's National Movement's vision for 2026 and beyond, its next term in office. So, how are we feeling this afternoon, PNM family? Wonderful. So today we have a big, bold vision for you. And before I start, I want to recognize our political leader, former Chief Secretary, in his absence. I also want to recognize our minority leader. One is enough, Kelvin Morris.
PNM.
I want to recognize the executive members of the Tobago Council of the People's National Movement.
PNM.
And the standard bearers who will bring victory to the People's National Movement come January 12th,
PNM.
2026. I want to acknowledge these strong men and women servant leaders. So today, my presentation on this big, bold new vision, it's titled, One Hand Can't Clap. And we know that Tobago adage, one hand can't clap, means that we have to work together. So you help me and I help you. So, who remembers this song?
Dance here, sorry, Baba, Bobo. Dance here, sorry, Baba, Bobo. Dance here, sorry, Baba. Me want me money for heritage. I sing July, me dance it. Dance here, sorry, Baba, Bobo. Dance here, sorry, Baba. Dance here, sorry, Baba. Me want me money. I sing July, me dance it. Me at the month of November. Me need me money.
Do we remember that after Heritage, several months after Heritage, a Pembroke folk performer took to social media to basically sing for payment for Heritage? And we are saying that after $13 billion in 4 years, service providers, folk performers, heritage performers, contract workers, daily paid workers, persons who have provided goods and services to the THA will no longer have to wait months and years to be paid. Our bold new vision is saying that we are going to take 30 days or less to pay our service providers.
PNM.
So no longer we have to sing and beg for the services that you have provided, for your monies, for services that you have provided. So there will be, again, a strict 30-day period or less for payment. And we will put measures in place to ensure that that happens. Currently, there's a long bureaucratic process that the payment goes through. From procurement, it may have to go to 6 or 8 desks before approvals and before an actual check can be cut. We are saying in the People's National Movement, put us into office and we will reduce the time taken to make those payments. We are also proposing, and I want the contract workers to pay particular attention to this, because I'm speaking right now to the contract workers in particular. And under this Tobago House of Assembly, PDP, Independence, then TPP administration, for the past 4 years, contract workers have been living in fear and uncertainty. They have been victims. They have been politically victimized. This is the first time in history that we have heard a chief secretary call contract workers political hires. We are saying under the People's National Movement that no longer will you be politically victimized. No longer will you be living in uncertainty whether or not your contracts will be renewed, whether or not you will come to work and recognize that you no longer have a contract. So the former chief secretary, he would have standardized contract workers' contracts for 3 years. Under this big, bold, new vision, we are going to improve that status. The People's National Movement is saying that we are moving contract workers from 3 years to 5 years. So no more political victimization. No more uncertainty about your tenure in terms of employment. And the importance of this, brothers and sisters, it will cause greater predictability. It will allow you to plan better. It will help you to secure financing in terms of long-term loans, mortgages, and stuff like that. And what we are doing is trying to create a stable, more productive public service. And we see this as going a long way in achieving those goals. Finally, my PNM family, Tobagonians, brothers and sisters, we have been arguing, we have been piloting our autonomy journey. It has been several years, and autonomy seems to be a political football in our island or on our island. This PNM administration, when you elect us, we are going to push further for Tobago's autonomy. We are, and yes, we could clap for that because it's the PNM who would have gone through the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago, seeking and hearing your views to put 2 bills together. We are also saying that currently under Act 40 of 1996, there are provisions under this current act to allow for the Tobago House of Assembly to make laws. Under your new PNM administration, we are going to use the processes outlined in Act 40 of 1996 and will pursue lawmaking powers in several areas that affect us as citizens and residents of Tobago. So we will not sit idly by and say because in the grand scheme of things it takes a long time from the bill, the presentation of the bill, debate of the bill, sent to cabinet. We are going to put in the work and we are going to do what is necessary to allow for lawmaking powers for areas that affect us in Tobago. So, brothers and sisters, we have a bold, new, bright vision for all of us in Tobago. We are going to reduce the payment time to 30 days. We are going to make laws in keeping with those issues that affect us in Tobago, as well as we will increase contract employment from 3 years to 5 years. And I'm asking you to give the People's National Movement an opportunity to materialize and put and implement this vision that we have for all of Tobago. I am asking you on January 12th, 2026, to vote Ancil Dennis for the Chief Secretary. Vote Ancil Dennis in Buku, Mount Pleasant. We want to put a sound licking in Buku, Mount Pleasant. I am asking you to re-elect our minority leader, one is enough, Kelvin Morris in Darrell Spring Wim. I am asking you to vote for Ancil K in Bethesda Lekito, Karyn Forbes in Plymouth Blackrock, Maxon Roberts for Palliative Lands for Miss Speyside, Shawnee John for Roxborough Argyle, the big dog, Sterling Timothy for Bethel Newgrange, Dominic Curl for Crown Point Canaan, Carl McQueen
PNM.
for Belgarden Goodwood, Camicia Bacchus in Goodwood Mount St. George, Quasi Devines in Mason Hall North, Mariah, my brother in service, Dexter Miller for Bagatelle South, Bagatelle, and Brian Harris in Signal Hill, Patience Hill, Kerwin Horsford, the Harvest God for Lambo Lowlands, and of course, yours truly, your servant leader in Scarborough, Mongrace, Petal Benoit. And when it is all said and done, we will say, great is the PNM, great is Tobago, great is our God, and we have prevailed. I thank you.
Give Miss Benoit another round of applause. No more victimization, a more productive public service, a push for Tobago autonomy. Contract employment will be increased from 3 years to 5 years. These are just a few features of the PNM's big deal. Our next candidate brings experience, results, and hands-on leadership, a servant of the people with a track record of action. Please welcome the People's National Movement candidate for Mason Hall North, Mariah Quising.
PNM.
Thank you. A special good afternoon to each and every one of you gathered here this afternoon. Y'all, I must be honest, and of course, I would like to adopt and stand on the protocol previously established because time is of the essence. And when we do that, y'all please welcome our political leader, Mr. Ancil Dennis. Come on, y'all can do better than that for Mr. Ancil K. Dennis. Let's make some noise for Mr. Ancil Dennis. This big, I was just saying, and it's a great thing that Mr. Dennis is here when I'm saying this. I have to be honest, that when we were planning, preparing for this big, bold, red vision, I was a little bit nervous because I felt like we are possibly biting off more than we can chew. But I can tell you, when I saw the candidates that were chosen, when I saw the drive and the determination of our leader, when I saw the energy of our people, I have no doubt that when we elect the People's National Movement on January the 12th, we are going to transform Tobago like never before. Now, you all know I always tell people I am born in Mason Hall and I grew up in Mariah. Mariah is famous for one thing, because I am here today to tap into my cultural roots. I am here today to talk about our culture, the fact that our culture can't done. Mahatma Gandhi once said that the culture of our people resides in their hearts and their souls. And the fact is, our culture is what separates us. our culture differentiates us. And the People's National Movement recognizes that Tobago people culture, we culture, we can't play with that. And you heard Petal speak before about people singing for their monies. This will be a thing of the past because the PNM under Ancil K. Dennis, come January 12th, we are going to transform the Tobago economy, the Tobago cultural space, like never before. Our orange economy and Tobago's cultural renaissance will happen under this administration. And you see, in times past, you have seen cultural groups begging for assistance, begging for costumes, begging for support. This ends with the PNM. We will launch the Cultural Stimulus Program up to $50,000. Come on, y'all make some noise for that. Will be given to cultural groups to ensure that we can start promoting film, culture, you name it, we will support it. And that is PNM delivery for you. The Tobago Performing Arts Company that has been bastardized and stripped down, we are going to transform it again. Bring it back to its original moorings. And we are going to ensure that they support the growth of our culture here in Tobago, of our performing arts in Tobago. And on top of that, we will launch the first ever Tobago Chamber Orchestra to celebrate our young musicians in Tobago. They tried to deny it. They tried to bastardize it. But the Tobago Jazz Festival is important to our economy. And this PNM administration will bring back Tobago Jazz bigger and better, bolder than ever. Because we are going to bring back a prestigious event that will bring tourists from far and wide, not just people from Charlottesville down to Crown Point. We are going to ensure that people go all around the island. And don't worry, Speyside, you're going to be back in it too. Castara, you're going to be back in it too. Signal Hill, you're going to be back in it too. We're going to involve every single community yet again. Of course, Plymouth, how we can leave out Plymouth out of that? The home, the mecca of jazz. We're going to launch, and I just want to be very quick, we're going to launch a Tobago Film and Content Fund. I could tell you, we're going to launch a Tobago Film Office as well. We're going to attract big producers to film movies in Tobago. We're going to attract local film producers. We're going to develop them to let them start developing our own Tobago films straight out of Tobago to the rest of the world. And on top of that, we are going to give the digital support to all of our artisans, our singers, our dancers, whoever, to let you push your content outside and get that copyright and make money. Because we are sitting on a gold mine of talent right here in Tobago. Under the People's National Movement, whether you sing calypso, whether you sing gospel music, whether you dance or traditional belly dance, or you tap dance or break dance, whether you're into film, whether you're into drumming, anything, we will support our culture. And we mean business. And to show exactly how much business we mean, as I wrap up this evening, and I want to say you all make some noise for a big, bold, red vision. Yeah! We are going to transform this island of Tobago like never before. The PNM's mole of 21 years, we are proud of our history. We stand on the shoulder of giants. We have a foundation that we can build on, and we are truly going to build. Thank you very much, Mr. DJ.
Give it up to Mr. Devines. From the words of your next representative from Mason Hall North, Mariah Quising Devines, transforming Tobago's economy starts with investing in our culture. The orange economy will be revitalized to create real opportunities for artists, filmmakers, and cultural groups. Through a cultural stimulus program, up to $50,000 will support cultural groups and strengthen film culture. Tobago Jazz will return, placing Tobago back on the global cultural map. This is how PNM will grow Tobago. Moving along the program, this next candidate stands firmly for community, youth, and opportunity. A sporting icon, a leader rooted in service and ready to represent. Please welcome the People's National Movement candidate for Plymouth Black Rock, Karyn Forbes.
We place Tobago in your hands. Every youth, every elder, every household.
Good evening.
Plymouth.
Good evening, my PNM family.
This is
How we doing? We good?
She's standing with we. Yes, standing with we. When the road real hard. She's standing with we. Young and old, rich and needy. Karyn Forbes standing with we.
Good evening, everyone. All protocols observed. So my name is Karyn Forbes. Most of you know me as the national football captain, but I am now pursuing another opportunity in politics. And I must say I'm grateful for this opportunity because it helps challenge me in another way, where I'm going to be on the other side fighting for the athletes in Tobago, and by extension, Trinidad and Tobago. I just want to thank the Tobago Council for the opportunity to speak here tonight, especially as it relates to the Red, Big, Bold vision. And one of the things that I want to highlight is that Kick It with Karyn, which is a community-based tournament, now we are going to help fund a lot more of other people as it relates to these type of tournaments, whether it is football, cricket, volleyball, you name it, giving grants up to $50,000. And I think that's such a great opportunity because having the first-hand experience of coming out the blocks from January and going on the ground and asking other people to be able to fund activities like this, you have that opportunity for the next 4 years when you vote in my assemblymen to be able to produce something like this. And I'm really grateful to see something like this because I feel like a lot of persons within these communities struggle for funding as it relates to stuff like that, right? And one of the things that I want to highlight as well is the brand new cricket stadium that we are going to orchestrate. So by implementing that cricket stadium, what that does, it helps impact sports tourism. And that is something we know tourism has dropped by at least 70%. And now we have to be able to create a plan, even through sports, to be able to revamp something like that. So I'm really grateful that, we could now bring CPL games here, something that Tobago have not experienced. And I think that is a very great opportunity. The People's National Movement is now bringing this new vision to bring a different experience to the people of Tobago through sports. So we're not going to focus only on traditional sports, but non-traditional sports, bringing a different experience and vibes. So I'm calling on the persons such as the female athletes and the male athletes to join the movement with putting Tobago first again and supporting the People's National Movement. Thank you.
Some lose faith. Some just watching politics from a distance. Youth want to
The big deal delivers real investment in sport, funding for community and national sporting tournaments, and a brand new cricket stadium to develop talent, create opportunities, and bring pride back to Tobago. Let's give that a round of applause again. Let's hear from our next candidate who represents strength, vision, and commitment to development. A leader focused on progress from the ridge to reef. Please welcome the People's National Movement candidate for Palatuvir, Lands for Me, and Speyside, Maxon Roberts.
P&M.
Good evening, PNM family. Good evening, PNM family. You're all sounding like all of the need, man. So I am here to treat with agriculture. The one thing, notwithstanding all the plans that we may have, the one thing that I guarantee you that you must do is eat. You don't have to wear no clothes. You don't have to wear no shoes. But you have to eat. And it is time through this big, bold vision that our agriculture sector be put first. And I am extremely pleased with that gentleman, the white boots man. In the farm fraternity, we know him as the white boots man. You all remember when he took reign, he was up and down all over Tobago in his white boots, transforming the agri-sector. And that is what this bold vision brings. When we speak about moving the incentives from $25,000 to up to $100,000 for new farmers on the island, it means that we are getting serious. It means that for the first time, agriculture is being taken serious, because the jokers we have in office now don't have a clue. Don't have a clue of what they're doing. The system, the agriculture sector in Tobago has collapsed. And we must be serious, because actually when the next chief, took the reins of office, agriculture was contributing just to over 1% of GDP. Now as we speak, it is contributing less than 0%. So we have regressed. And it's only through the visions and the plans that this organization has that is going to move agriculture to where it needs to be. So we're speaking of up to $100,000 for first-time farmers. That is a start, because I would have benefited from the previous arrangement of $25,000, and I use that for irrigation, all of that. So imagine what I can do, or what you can do with $100,000 going forward. When we speak of the fishing arrangement, and we are going to introduce 3 new ports, fishing ports, not fishing facility, fishing ports. Understand the nature of what I'm saying. Fishing ports has the capacity for vessels to come alongside and fuel their boats. They don't have to go finding the fuel and swimming back to their boats and stuff like that. They have the capacity to allow all the yachts and so forth that's coming to island to just simply pull alongside and refill their boats. And it gives us standardization where they are HACCP approved, and now we can export. And if you know what these bluefin and yellowfin tuna can do for Forex. It's amazing. And we are going to establish 3 new fishing ports on the island. Presently, we have none. So I'm excited by this bold new vision because I guarantee you, with such a vision, agriculture, for the first time, well, after 2021, well, he got a short stint. We just started. I was excited. TATCO was running. The processing facility. We cannot do agriculture without research and training. If we don't have a robust research and training system, what are we doing farming for? What are our targets? What are we doing? Are we just hitting to miss? So with sound research and training, R&D, then we are guided as to exactly what is required, and then we put this thing, the infrastructure and the necessary things in place. And that is how you move the sector forward, step by step, with structure, not guess. And one more thing, the Farmland Development Program. We went on a drive because it's the only way it's going to be done. So they're talking about mega farms. Mega farm, the size of Tobago is a mega farm. So the only way to get it done in Tobago is to develop, purchase the estates, develop them through the Farmland Development Program, put in the water, put in the electricity, put in the roads, and distribute between 2 to 5 acres of land to persons interested. That's the only way. And when you accumulate all of these areas, then you have a mega farm. And that is what we plan and propose to do. It's the only way we're going to get it done. We can't have 200 acres of land anywhere, say we're doing farmland development. They took this estate down to where we had purchased, assigned friendship, said they're going to do greenhouses for people. They haven't given out one. Matter of fact, they removed the agriculture aspect from that project, right? So they're not taking agriculture serious. And if, God forbid, based on the present climate, based on what is happening, now more than ever, we need to put our food security and food sovereignty first and paramount. And that situation with the cargo star is going to challenge us again. And if war break out, crapo smoke with pipe, we will starve because we have no solid infrastructure, we have no systems in place. So I am pleased and I am wholeheartedly bought into what we have to offer because I know, I guarantee you, with Ancil K, Dennis at the head, and this team of 15 behind him, 14 behind him, agriculture, and all the other sectors on the island will be put first again. Tobago will be put first again. We can feed ourselves. And I will leave you with one thing. Whoever is feeding you is in control of you. Remember that. I thank you.
From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Bonaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. 10,000 jobs, a future bright. Homes for families, a better life. We kept the faith through every fight. Now the vision shining light. Hospitals standing proud and tall. Community centers for one and all. From fishing bays to farmers' hands, we gave new hope across the land. We're moving forward, not looking back. A new direction, right on track.
The big deal puts agriculture first, a big, bold vision to transform the agriculture sector, empowering farmers, strengthening food security, and building a sustainable Tobago. On to our next candidate. This candidate is ready to serve with discipline, focus, and people-centered leadership. Please welcome the People's National Movement's candidate for Darrell Spring WIM, Mr. Kelvin Morris.
Sometimes I fall to my knees. and pray. Come, Jesus, come. Let today be the day. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna break, but I'm holding on to a hope that won't fade.
PNM
Come,
family,
Jesus.
I know we are enjoying the worship. Children of God, 60,000 strong Tobagonians. Good afternoon. I stand on all protocols already established except to recognize our political leader and the next Chief Secretary, Mr. Ancil K. Dennis. So this evening I'm here to present on Tobago's tourism big, bold, new vision and plan. Tourism must come back. But for it to come back, I just want to share with you some very startling statistic as it pertains to Tobago's current tourism situation. And what it points to is that our tourism is in free fall. It has collapsed. And if you don't believe me, I just want to share with you quickly some statistics. Comparative data, 2024 international arrivals as of August 2025. So in January of 2024, the international arrival stood at 1,988. In January of 2025, we had a slight increase by 1.3% to 2,014. And of course, you would feel like we were going on a good path. However, by February, the number for 2024 was 1,810. That comparatively in 2025 fell by 3.9% to 1,740. In 2024 March, the figure was 1,775 visitors. We had a very insignificant decrease by 0.1% to 1,774. However, by April, which you would know is Easter, the number in 2024 was 1,244. Interestingly, we had, you would recall, this festival where we spent almost $9 million called the Tobago Jazz Festival-like festival, where we were promised Buju Banton and all of that. And for that period, we only had 972 visitors, a decrease of over 21.95%. May figure in 2024, 1,005. That figure in 2025 declined to 848, an overall decline of over 15.6%. June figure in 2024 was 818, 2025 a slight increase of 933. July, the figure was 1,416 in 2024. In 2025, it declined to 934, an overall decline of 34%. And in August, figure in 2024 was 954. In 2025, that declined to 688, a decline of over 27%. And if you do the total comparative figure, it is almost a 21% decline overall. And if in terms of real economic impact, you just need to look at what is happening to accommodation. Overall occupancy by month, in January it was 37%, February 35%, March 46%, April 37%, May 28%, June 35%, July 30%, August 36%, and September 25%. So you could just imagine, at no point in time, our occupancy here in Tobago crossed 50%. And for any business to survive, you could only imagine that you would need to at least be operating at least 50%. And therefore, Tobago's tourism industry stands at a crossroad. Of course, we are blessed with natural beauty, rich culture, deep heritage, and warm people. But for too long, our tourism sector has been underperforming, understructured, and underinvested. We have faced inconsistent airlift, seasonal tourism cycles, declining visitor confidence, and most critically, a weak connection between tourism growth and real benefits for Tobagonians. And now we have the issue of the radar, so you can only imagine how much more it is impacting. In fact, at this point, you're hearing the number of cancellations. My information is we have 3 cruise ship calls that have been canceled, and tourists who have booked flights, booked weddings, etc., they are canceling by the day. And it's only going to get worse. Of course, you can quite imagine that some of the real challenges that we must fix is that we have insufficient and outdated accommodation stock, seasonal tourism instead of year-round activity, limited product diversification and experiences, low visitor spend per capita, weak integration between tourism, communities, culture, youth, and business, inadequate cruise and marine infrastructure. And therefore, for tourism, our tourism cannot grow unless the product improves, the experience deepens, and Tobagonians are positioned to benefit first. So under this PNM, as I said, we have a bold new vision to transform and revive our tourism sector. And this would start with really treating with accommodation and investment. We propose that we will develop new hotel investments in suitable areas of Western Tobago, expanding room capacity where supporting infrastructure already exists. This strengthens airlift viability, support conferences and events, and boost visitor numbers. But at the same time, we also propose to champion and develop a major eco-resort in Eastern Tobago. So Shania, we see you, offering a premium nature-based experience that respects and protects the environment. This is balanced island-wide development. Western Tobago for traditional hotels and resorts, and Eastern Tobago for ecotourism, adventure, and sustainability. Of course, second pillar and area of focus would be cruise tourism, turning arrivals into real revenue. We propose, as this new PNM administration, to develop a modern Scarborough cruise ship village. This will be supported by a new cruise pier capable of accommodating larger vessels and more frequent arrivals. This is not simply about docking ships. It is about creating a vibrant waterfront experience that includes premium shopping, fine dining, entertainment, and cultural showcases, encouraging visitors to explore the island and spend in Tobago. We will reimagine Tobago's tourism. We'll also partner with cruise operators to introduce chartered cruise experiences, particularly for major events like the October Carnival, while bringing thousands and taking some of the pressure off of the air and sea bridge. Third area of focus would be marine and waterfront tourism, unlocking the blue economy. We are saying as the PNM will develop a state-of-the-art marina in Southwest Tobago, positioning the island as a competitive player in the regional yachting and marine tourism market. We will develop the Calypso Rose Boulevard, extending the Milford Road Esplanade into a scenic, accessible waterfront city with walking and cycling paths, public art, vending, and recreation. In addition, the PNM will transform the west side of Tobago from Cocoa Reef through to Pigeon Point Junction into a signature lifestyle, nightlife, and entertainment corridor, just as you would see in Barbados with the Gap and all of that. Tobago, we will transform Crown Point into a place that is alive, bright, and ready to accommodate tourists. This corridor, as I said, will support nightlife, dining, music, and cultural expression. It will be safer and more attractive for pedestrian movement, easier access between hotels, beaches, restaurants, and entertainment spaces. And it will provide you with a stronger evening and nighttime economy. And the fourth pillar, experiences that make visitors stay longer. We propose to implement and deliver a 52-week festivals calendar. So almost every week in Tobago, there will be some activity to attract tourists to the island. We will also introduce a sky cable car linking the Scarborough Esplanade to Fort King George. So you, as a tourist coming off of the cruise ship, you can enjoy the beauty of Tobago's skyline from Fort King George all the way down to the port. And this is what it's about. It is about reimagining Tobago, recreating and re-innovating a Tobago that it really gives you real experiences, memorable experiences that will make you come again, again, and again. We will also develop, as I said, world-class eco-adventure parks in Northeast Tobago, featuring nature trails, canopy tours, heritage exhibits, and eco-friendly hospitality, creating jobs while showcasing Tobago's pristine rainforests and coastline. We will modernize heritage experiences through interactive museums using virtual reality and AI, and establish an underwater museum built around Tobago's historic shipwrecks. These are some of the initiatives to transform short visits into meaningful stays and increase visitor spending across communities. And the fifth and final area of focus would be upon youth, community, and ownership tourism that belongs to Tobagonians, in keeping with our mantra, putting Tobago and Tobagonians first. And by this, we will empower youth through tourism internships, innovation funds, and skill training, support community-based tourism and cultural trails, strengthen standards through a tourism regulatory authority to ensure quality, safety, and accountability. We'll promote local ownership and entrepreneurship across the tourism value chain. In addition, the PNM recognizes that world-class tourism depends on world-class service. Therefore, we will embed hospitality and customer service standards into Tobago's education system, from nursery straight through to tertiary level. So service excellence becomes part of our culture from a very early age. And in closing, so we will strengthen our customer service. And in closing, the promise is that this is not tourism by chance. It is, in fact, tourism by design. A Tobago that is world-class, sustainable, job-rich, cultural, modern, and most of all, proudly Tobagonian. With the People's National Movement, Tobago will once again be a destination visitors must come back to, and a place Tobagonians can all proudly call our home, our paradise. I thank you.
The People's national movement will deliver and will put Tobago first again. The movement's vision is big, red, and bold. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I now invite you to stand. It is my honor to introduce the political leader of the People's National Movement Tobago, a leader committed to rebuilding, restoring, and repositioning Tobago. Please rise as we welcome the political leader of the PNM Tobago, Mr. Ancil K. Dennis.
For march out, roll out, red eye. Hey, what the people that want to know?
Big dog, like.
March out, Ancil, march out, you the people them want them not go take my talk, them not go hard to talk. Them song they start, when me say you respect that. Them song they start, so who will pay them today? Ancil not go play games, no time. Him ready up enough, fight. So YTP still a child, fight. Ancil not inna the talk, him a go fix every road fi walk. From Cudla Hall, right back to Mason Hall. Ask crazy about it, him nasty. No feel PNM come fi catch kicks. A 4 years them get dog and them waste it. So make us see back to basics. Vote PNM today. Ancil na go play a game, no time. Him ready up enough, ready fight. So YTP still a try, fight. PNM vote, PNM PNM vote, PNM PNM.
PNM people, Tobago people, good evening. It is a pleasure to be here to unveil Big, Bold, Red. And our clarion call to the people of Tobago is let's make a big deal. So, why Big, Bold, Red? 3 very simple words. And I want to tell you that big is really the size of our ambition and the size of our vision in the PNM. Bold represents the courage and the tenacity to step forward and to provide much needed leadership to the people of Tobago at this very difficult juncture in our history. Red is not only the color of the PNM, but it's the color of unity. It's the color of strength. It's the color that runs through our veins. It's the color that unites us as one people, 60,000 strong children of God, ready to thrive and prosper in this land that we all love. Big, bold, red. So, just a bit of information as to how we got here. And I want to make it abundantly clear that we're not calling this a manifesto. This is different. We're calling this a deal, and not just any deal, but a big deal. And it's a deal between us in the People's National Movement and you, the people of Tobago, as to the programs, the projects, the policies that we will embark upon for the next 4 years and beyond to move us from a place of stagnation, from a place of ruin and destruction, to a place of prosperity, wealth, and progress as an island. And to come up with this plan, we spoke to the people of Tobago. We had 2 consultations. In addition to that, as political leader, I spoke to the fishermen, I met with the farmers, I met with the hoteliers,
I met with the business chamber, I met with young people, old people, to come to an understanding of their needs, their dreams, their aspirations. And therefore, this deal is not a P&M deal. This is a Tobago deal, built by Tobagonians for the people of Tobago. So, you will notice that some of the projects there are, in fact, some bold projects. Kelvin mentioned the Sky cable car, which is a system that allows our locals and visitors to journey from the Milford Road Esplanade up to Fort King George, of course, in the sky. And I want to tell you that it is not our intention to finance these things through only the Tobago House of Assembly allocations. $25 million was spent in travel, and we could have accepted that if that $25 million in travel resulted in at least $500 million in investments. The reality is that we got $0 and 0 cents in investments. And I want to give you, the people of Tobago, the assurance that when we put in place a Secretary of Tourism and a Secretary with responsibility for pursuing investments on your behalf, firstly, when they leave here, they will leave with your knowledge and with your permission. There will never be a situation where any secretary is out the country joyriding and you, the people of Tobago, were not informed. And the second thing is that when they return, they will be required to report to you, the people of Tobago, on what they went to do and how successful they were in that mission. And I want to say as well that as your Chief Secretary, I will scarcely travel on THA's resources. At times I will jump on a plane with my money and take the wife and kids somewhere or travel somewhere, because this is a tough job, so you're required to, relax and breathe and so on. But whenever I hop on a plane with taxpayers' money, it will be to meet with serious organizations with money that has the willingness and the potential to invest in Tobago so that we can build hotels, we can build eco-adventure parks, we can build marinas, we can build additional piers for cruise ships, and we can build the cruise ship village, and we can build the Sky cable car that we spoke about. And this is nothing new. Other islands, other jurisdictions with proper leadership, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Barbados, Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, have all been able to pursue those kinds of investments from international companies and businesses. So it's no different. Now, I want to tell you how we are going to create 7,000 jobs in 4 years right here in Tobago. Because it's not just about employment. Of course, we know that people need jobs. We have young people leaving school every year with very limited opportunities to pursue meaningful careers on this island that we all love called Tobago. But it's not just about employment. Creating jobs is the lifeblood of every economy. Because when people get jobs, they make money. And when they make money, they spend money. And when they spend money, businesses thrive, businesses make profits, businesses reinvest, and the economy grows. And it's time we get to the place where we judge the success of our government by their ability and by their track record of jobs and economic growth. not bus sheds, not bus sheds, not refurbishing community centers, not refurbishing anything at all. Refurbishments is maintenance. That's maintenance. So one of the documents that we're going to put out is our list of achievements. And we tried our best to not put in anything about maintenance. We focused on things, on projects, on programs that we actually started from the scratch and that we were able to bring to you, the people of Tobago, to impact your lives in a significant way. But before I get into the presentation, the barcode or the QR code should have been on screen. So I hope everyone was able to access the big deal. And we know a lot of people will not read that entire document. So guess what? We created, for you, the people of Tobago, 3 mini versions of the document. One targeted to youth, one targeted to the elderly. The youth one, we're calling it Next Gen Tobago, meaning the next generation of Tobagonians. The elderly one, we're calling it the Seniors Pact. And there's one called the People's Deal, which is about bread and butter issues. I know you have nightmares about bread and butter issues. Because the last time a group of politicians came to you talking about bread and butter issues, they ate all the bread, they ate all the butter, and gave you, the people of Tobago, absolutely none. So, scan the barcode. So 7,000 jobs means 7,000 real opportunities for the people of Tobago. And for the next 20 minutes or so, I want to break down sector by sector where and how we are going to create these jobs. And by extension, how we're going to trigger a wave of economic development, economic growth, and economic opportunity for the people of Tobago like never seen before on this island. So, the big bold red deal, as I said before, is a deal for Tobagonians. So, 7,000 jobs is not just a number, but as I said before, it's a transformative opportunity for Tobago and Tobagonians through the creation of these 7,000 jobs. When we create these jobs, families will thrive. The Chief Secretary recently encouraged people to make more babies. I have 3, and I actually want more. But babies are expensive. But it is my view that if we create the jobs and we give people jobs and give them good salaries and they are able to mind themselves and take care of the babies, then the babies will come. So, we're not talking about babies, we're talking about jobs. Because we believe that with good jobs and with a good economy, and when people have money, they will be able to have the babies, buy milk and pampers for the babies. And you know, we always talk about milk and pampers, but milk and pampers is the least of the expense. Wait until they start to grow, and every year you have to buy new school shoes, and you have to buy new clothes, and you have to give away the existing clothes, and wait until they start to know what money is about, and they want money, $20 to go to school, and they want to play pan, they want to dance, they want to swim, they want to play football, they want to play cricket. When you check up those expenses, it could come up to very close to $1,000 per month or more So we're about creating jobs, and the babies will come. So 7,000 jobs is the potential to secure 7,000 families. And that means, firstly, economic stability for families. The creation of these jobs will mean that thousands of families here in Tobago will benefit from stable income, which will enhance their quality of life and ensure better access to essential services like food, education, and health care. It will also boost local economies, because with these jobs, we anticipate increased spending in the local communities, and that will positively impact businesses, creating a ripple effect of growth throughout the community. These jobs will also empower future generations. The job opportunities will also lead to improved educational outcomes for children. Why? Because families will have the financial means to support their children's schooling and extracurricular activities. Because in some cases, some children may require extra lessons, and all work and no play makes Johnny and even Jane a dull boy or a dull girl. So there must be balance. So it's not just about books, 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 books. I mentioned before, we have to ensure that our children have access to opportunities outside of school. Sports, culture. Some of them have talents in music. And I get the point that this administration has done nothing to facilitate our children going down these paths. And that is why Kwesi spoke about the Tobago Chamber Orchestra, because when we bring that orchestra, it wouldn't be just about playing music and performing and entertaining, but they will be required to go across every single community in Tobago and train. And we didn't just pull these numbers out of a hat. We studied the thing, we researched the thing, and we have decided, because we are convinced, that as a minimum, and this is just minimum, it could be more, minimum, we can create 7,000 jobs here in Tobago over the next 4 years. So this is backed by concrete plans with allocated funding. Through the THA, we expect to spend $2 billion on development in 4 years. And when I spoke about the opportunities to attract funding through foreign direct investment and even local investment. So it's concrete plans. We have the arrangements in place to ensure we're able to attract the money, to fund the projects, to fund the programs, and to fund the job opportunities so that we can achieve these goals. And I want to say that our systematic approach guarantees that we will deliver our commitment to you, the people of Tobago. So let's break down the 7,000 jobs. Where are these jobs going to come from? Certainly not 10 days, we're not into that. And I want to say, for the people working 10 days right now, we're going to move you from that into permanent, sustainable employment. So firstly, tourism and hospitality, we believe in that sector. We can bring 1,500 jobs, good paying jobs, not bellboys and what Watson Duke was saying, bellboys and bottle washers and so on. Good paying jobs through the hotel sector, of course. Had we gotten Sandals, Sandals by itself would have created approximately 2,000 jobs here in Tobago. And some of those jobs would have been at the supervisory level at the management level. We have a number of young, trained professionals in food and beverage who can be chefs, who can be cooks, who can be bartenders, etc. All of those jobs are critical to our island and its economy. So the tourism sector is expected to create 1,500 jobs, focusing on both international and local visitors from Trinidad to enhance Tobago's vibrant hospitality sector. Construction and infrastructure, 2,000 jobs. We are committing to creating 2,000 jobs, but the last administration, by the stroke of a pen, or well, several strokes of a pen, cut 1,500 jobs from that sector. So to return these jobs, we're going to start by ensuring that we re-establish a Tobago first policy in the procurement arrangements. So every single project that can be done by a Tobagonian will be done by a Tobagonian contractor. And all those contractors that have been sidelined, we will put every single one of them back to work. And by putting them back to work, it means that the people who worked for them before, that lost their jobs, will be put back to work as well. But of course, as part of a bold new vision, you will see that there are some really bold projects that we will wish to implement. Scarborough Waterfront Project, Scarborough Government Campus, the cruise ship village, hotels, eco-adventure parks, and another very important aspect of this journey is the beautification of Tobago, where we are going to establish multiple green social spaces. So some of the spaces that you see now that are run down, and you wouldn't even want to park up there to eat some food, like Roxborough by the courtyard area there, like Grange Bay, like Rockley Bay in Lambeau, like the Botanical Gardens now, like Corland Heritage Park. We are going to transform all those areas into beautiful, pristine, green spaces. And who is going to do the work? Tobago-based contractors. Of course, we will allocate about $50 million a year to the community-based infrastructural development program, which will put a lot of young men within communities to work as well. And I am assured that through those arrangements and through our robust development program that you will see when you open Big Bull Red, we are going to create 2,000 plus jobs in the construction sector alone. Let's talk agriculture and agro-processing. 1,000 jobs. Simply by developing the 700 acres of land that we are committing to, we are going to put 300 serious farmers to work. And when I ask those farmers, how many jobs do you think you can create when we give you the support and put you on those sites? The average person told me between 5 to 8 jobs. Some of them said more. When I asked, well, how much these jobs will pay, they said minimum $6,000. Some of them said they are willing to pay somebody to manage the farms. They think they can pay with good operations and profitability. They believe they can pay $12,000 a month to manage the operations. 300 by 3, on average, that's 900. And as I said before, some of them indicated that they can in fact employ more than 3. But through that arrangement, you also have to look at the spin-off effects, agro-processing, the requirements to take care of the animals, the requirements for testing, the requirements for veterinarians. I'm not sure how many veterinarians we have in Tobago, right? The requirements for marketing, the requirements for packaging, the requirements for distributing. Once we get serious and we build a robust food production sector in Tobago, we are going to create more than 1,000 jobs in that sector. Creative and orange economy. We expect that sector as well to generate some 500 jobs. And I want to zero in on the creatives and the opportunities that will be available for them. Because in Tobago, there are some extremely talented creatives, filmmakers, designers, fashion designers, artists. You will see in this campaign, we're making some bold moves. The candidate launch video, for example, that was filmed and produced by a Tobagonian. All the campaign, the bellman is here.
PNM. PNM.
Moving with a brand new plan, put Tobago first again. Let progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building tomorrow. From Belgarden to Banaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. 10,000 jobs of
PNM.
Ring the bell of freedom, the bell of progress, the bell that will break spiritual bondage and spiritual chains. So, I was saying, and that was a good pause, that the design, everything that you see designed for this campaign, we're going to show you a video this evening as well. All of that was created by Tobagonians. And therefore, it should demonstrate to you that on this island, there is serious talent and potential in the creative sector. And we will harness that. Kelvin spoke to the, or was it Quising that spoke to the $50,000 creative stimulus grant? We're going to utilize our creatives to support our tourism marketing. You know, almost every tourism destination that is serious about tourism have an official promotional video for the tourism sector. Under the PNM, Tobago will get its first. The blue-green economy will also create 500 or more jobs, focusing on sustainable practices in the marine and environmental sectors. small business and services, we believe we can create another 500 plus jobs there, where small business and services, through the fostering of entrepreneurship, and that will of course redound to local economic growth, creating additional job opportunities. And this is also for persons who wish to work for themselves, because that is something we want to push. That is something we have always pushed as P&M. When we created BDU, and we started off with those $25,000 grants, it was about moving Tobagonians towards entrepreneurship and self-employment. And there are several examples of Tobagonians who once worked in the THA, got a BDU grant from the P&M that they say did nothing, got a BDU grant, left the THA work, and now thriving in entrepreneurship, continuing to make Tobago a great place. And of course, through the Tobago House of Assembly, this administration, through our programs, through our plans, through the filling of existing vacancies, we will create an additional 1,000 jobs. But I want you to note the ratio. 6,000, mostly private sector jobs, versus 1,000 THA jobs. And therefore, it should tell you that it is our intention, for the first time in 4 years, to really focus on building a thriving, solid private sector in Tobago. Creation and support for both businesses seeking employees and persons seeking jobs by integrating training, placement, and support services. And that will allow us to ensure real opportunities for every Tobagonian. Youth first. Young people, where are you? Are you here? The P&M is really a party of young people. We had a 33-year-old chief secretary, a 26-year-old assemblyman. We have a 26-year-old candidate. We had senators under the age of 30 going into the parliament for the first time. The party of opportunities for youth. So real work experience. Real work experience. Our initiative emphasizes real work experience for youth, ensuring that they are job ready upon completion of training. And this hands-on approach empowers young people to transition smoothly into the workforce. Certification support. We will provide financial support for youth to gain certifications in chosen fields. And this is outside of DATAS. DATAS focuses more on the degree programs, tertiary education. We will provide support in every single aspect of young people's certification and improvement, including vocational skills. And this ensures that they not only have practical experience, but also recognize qualifications and certification that enhance their employability. Guaranteed job placement. After completing their training, youth will be guaranteed job placement, connecting them directly with employees in their fields. And this commitment fosters a strong link between education and employment, making sure opportunities are not just promises, but realities. So let's talk about the small business boost. Microloans of up to $1 million. So, somebody asked me recently, $1 million is not a microloan. I had to say to them, we are thinking big. $1 million to start a business is small money. So we are committed to empowering entrepreneurs by providing substantial financial support. Microloans of up to $1 million will be made available to help small businesses, medium businesses as well, to start and grow, ensuring that money is not a barrier to innovation and success. Currently it is. Currently you could only get, what, $250,000? We are moving it up to $1 million. The grants are currently at $25,000. We are moving it up to $100,000. So of course, these grants will help to cover the initial costs for startup, and it will also help these businesses to foster sustainable growth. And this funding is designed to reduce financial risk and encourage creativity in local enterprises. Market access, very important. We will provide small businesses with access to larger markets, paving the way for increased sales and success. And this initiative aims to connect local vendors with platforms and opportunities that they need to thrive, not just in Tobago, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but across the world. Now, I think it was Petal who spoke earlier about us treating with the bureaucracy, the red tape, and in some cases, the slackness that results in people getting paid late. And I will admit that under the PNM, we weren't perfect. Sometimes we were 2 months late, maybe 3 months late. But now it's even 24 months late. Some people are saying 36 months late. Wow. There are people here waiting on 4 years for payments from the teacher. Wow. But not only will we streamline that situation, and the guarantee that we are giving, and we believe it can be done, is 30 days. Within 30 days, we are going to build out a system to pay our suppliers, to pay our service providers. We will ensure we get it done. But these faster approvals will also be applied to our business sector support, because our streamlined approval process ensures that entrepreneurs can quickly receive the funding and the support that they need. And this will efficiently allow for prompt action in business opportunities, minimizing delays, and maximizing the potential of these businesses. Are you all bored yet? Nobody should be bored when we're talking about money, right? And you definitely should not be bored when we're talking about Tobago's progress and development. So, creative money. The creative sector has money in it. We just need to provide the opportunities and to create the environment for our creatives to tap into that. I once said that the creative sector should be the oil and gas of Tobago. So we're going to offer up to $50,000 in creative stimulus grants, which will allow young Tobagonians to unlock their creativity and transform their passion into sustainable careers with grants and support tailored for artists and creators, with opportunities to showcase their talents, And this means that Tobago, under the PNM, will foster a vibrant cultural scene that benefits every single Tobagonian. And this is all linked to the 52-week festivals calendar that we've been talking about. Ask the musicians in Tobago when last they got a gig. But go to Barbados, where you have, it's 2 or 3 Sandals there. I think it's 2 on the building, a new one, Hilton, Marriott. I went to Sandals once, and in one night, I walked through the property, and there were 4 different bands. I think it was 3 bands and a dance group performing. And the following night, 4 different ones. And that hotel by itself creates opportunities for several musicians, several dancers, several performers. That one hotel. And therefore, when we talk about building out a 52-week calendar of events, when we talk about building additional hotels and eco-resorts, when we talk about improving the tourism sector, it is to create opportunities also for our creatives and the people in the performing arts sector. And I understand this challenge as a musician. And that is why I'm so passionate about the creative sector. I was, or perhaps still is, I don't know, a drummer. I'm sure I'm quite rusty now. But I remember as a drummer coming to this hotel many years ago, and we used to get, I think it was a once-a-week gig. Milio might remember. A once-a-week gig for small money. And then that once-a-week gig turned to no gigs at all. I remember going to beach one time and met Princess Adana performing there. I am sure she can't tell when last she performed at a hotel before guests. All the opportunities have dried up. In addition to that, they are trying to kill the Jazz Festival, which is perhaps the only platform now where young Tobago talent can perform on an international stage. They are killing that. And therefore, when I talk about the creative sector, when I talk about performing arts, why I'm so passionate about the Tobago Performing Arts Company, which has been utterly destroyed, when I talk about that, is because I understand the experience as a musician, and I see the potential of it. In fact, it's like I've been to the mountaintop, and I look over and I could see TPAC being what it is, a vibrant entity, with all our dancers performing and practicing on a daily basis. Our chamber orchestra providing opportunities for several of our young people. We have one of the most talented young producers / musicians in the world right here in Tobago. Studied at Berklee College of Music with the support of the THA. When we started TPAC, we put him there as the musical director in charge of the orchestra. These people came into office, rediverted or redirected the funds that was supposed to purchase the equipment and purchase the instruments, frustrated that young man, frustrated others, and guess what? He left. I saw him recently in the band room in Marys Hill, but he left. Tobago's best talent, a musician and producer that is as good as any in the world. This THA frustrated him away. And I can tell you now, mark my words, we will bring him back. Among others. So paid performances, we will take your creativity to the next level with paid performance opportunities as I just described, that not only showcase your talents, but also provide financial stability. Musicians in Tobago should not be scrunting. Musicians in Tobago should not be struggling. We should create an environment in Tobago where there are sufficient opportunities for our young musicians to have sustainable income and live decent lives. It happens in Trinidad. Kes, Marshall, Michael Tija, Voice. Who else? Young Brother, Nyla Blackman. Who else? Bungie Garlin. Who else? Sherwin Winchester is perhaps the only Tobagonian that made some good cash from the creative sector. Everybody else, salt. We have to change that because it's not for lack of talent, it's for lack of opportunity. And the PNM will fix that. International exposure. You will expand your reach and gain recognition on an international platform. Tobago's support for creative industries must open doors for artists to present their work globally, fostering cultural exchange and growth. Agriculture and food security, I'm going to run this through quickly because on every platform, at every meeting, I talk about agriculture. So you know about the Farmland Development Program, 700 acres of land, 3 to 5 acres of land to over 300 farmers, right? You know about the Tadco company. You know about the agro-processing factory. You know about the agro-processing plans that we have to move more agro-processors into Cove, right? Tourism that employs Tobagonians, local hiring requirements, right? Every investment that we bring, whether it be hotels, whether it be eco-adventure parks, we will guarantee that when they come here, they must provide employment first and foremost to Tobagonians. Right? Training tied to hotel jobs, training programs will be implemented to equip Tobagonians. And we already have that happening with THTI. THTI, by the way, will be subsumed, and you'll read it in the big deal, will be subsumed into the University of Tobago, and we will make it more robust, we will make it more cutting edge in terms of its ability to train and develop Tobagonians. Of course, community tourism. We have an extremely good model in Castara and other communities like Buku and Charlottesville. And we're going to try to duplicate that across other communities because every single community is its own unique tourism product, you know. Every single community. And let me drop in this as well, that when we talk about a 52-week calendar of events, it's not just the THA hosting these events. We're going to partner with the communities. We're going to get communities to come up with their own unique offerings based on their talents, based on their assets in the communities, and we will simply provide the support to develop those new festivals. And all of that will be part of the tourism product. Now, for the person standing at the back, we have some seats here if you all wish to sit. I'm just saying. So, in closing, there are some new sectors as well that we are going to pursue. Number one, while the fishing sector is not new, a deliberate effort to commercialize it through arrangements that will see us partnering with communities. Well, I shouldn't say it's new because under the previous P&M administration, when we bought the capital of paradise, it was with that in mind, right? So we are going to, as I've said before, purchase 5 commercial fishing vessels. Maxon spoke earlier about the 3 fishing ports that we're going to build out. And this is not your typical fishing facility. It's a fishing port. It will have the ability to provide repair facilities, fueling facilities, cold storage facilities, storage facilities for fish and gear, etc. They are going to be major facilities that will help us transform the fishing sector. And the transformation of the fishing sector, along with the farmland development program, is really designed to help us feed ourselves in Tobago. I know we are very alarmed about the radar, but another thing to be alarmed about is the fact that on January the 12th, we will have no cargo vessel for the island. And the reality is that we cannot feed, or we do not currently feed ourselves. And Tobago must get to the place where whether the boat shut down, whether hurricane pass, God forbid, or whatever happens, we must be self-sustainable right here on this island where food is concerned. Right now, if the kiss truck don't come to Tobago for a week, them ladies stop big. Right? So if the truck ain't come, problems. Well, I need to start to need some flour. As a matter of fact, these days you have to need no flour. It's a bread baker now. Tell all your husband to buy bread baker, bread maker, however you call it. Buy bread maker, so no flour ain't gonna stick up on all your nails, and you're gonna get a nice bread. Thank Jesus for bread maker. So we will commercialize the fishing sector. We will get heavily involved in aquaculture, fish farming, whether it be shellfish or finfish or seaweed. Let me see those who like a good Seymour sponge. When last you had a good local Seymour sponge? Did you make it yourself? Oh, lovely. Right? And of course, clean, renewable energy. If we're calling ourselves green, if we're calling ourselves clean, then we must begin to pivot away from our reliance on traditional forms of energy towards clean, renewable energy. And under the PNM, that will happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard briefly from some of our candidates. Give them a round of applause.
PNM.
And you heard not so briefly from me. So I say to you that this is really our deal, our commitment. It is not merely a promise, but we intend to deliver this to you, the people of Tobago. So, I want to thank all of you for supporting the movement. and for continuing to support us in advance as we move forward with this campaign. Read the manifesto, ensure that you understand it. Sorry, not manifesto, I need to eradicate that word from my vocabulary. Read the big deal, sign on to the big deal. As part of the big deal at the back, you will see a page for signatures. I've already signed every copy. And no, I didn't sit signing all the copies. I signed them electronically. So I've already signed every copy, and we want you, the people of Tobago, to sign on and join us in this deal. Join us on this journey to change and transform this island that we all love called Tobago. And we don't just love the island, we love the people. All 60,000 of you. Thank you very much.
Putting Tobago first again, From De La Paz to Crown Point Shore, Tobago rising even more. We faced the storm, we took the test. Now we're coming back with our very best. We built the schools, the roads, the ground. In every village, progress found. We learned, we grew, we took a stand. Now we're moving with a brand new plan. Put Tobago first again. Progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Banaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. 10,000 jobs, a future bright. Homes for families, a better life. We kept the faith through every fight. Now the vision shining light. Hospitals standing proud and tall. Community centers for one and all. From fishing bays to farmers' hands, we gave new hope across the land. We're moving forward, not looking back. A new direction, right on track. A vibrant leader, bold and
Tobago, this is more than a movement. This is a statement. Please turn your attention to the screen for a short video presentation.
Tobago, for too long we've been told to settle, that big things are for other places, but not anymore. I'll show you our big, bold, red vision, sector by sector, project by project, community by community. And you'll hear from our candidates, each ready to deliver to their districts. This isn't just politics, this is progress. This is the big deal. Here's the big deal for tourism, a complete reboot of Tobago's #1 industry. We will deliver a new cruise ship terminal and cruise village in Scarborough, linked to the Scarborough Esplanade. A revitalized Scarborough waterfront, featuring the Calypso Rose Boulevard, with dining, art and craft, and green, beautiful spaces. A modern West Side Strip from Pigeon Point Junction to Storby Entrance, featuring cobblestone roads and sidewalks, and improved lighting and beautification, making it a much scenic and touristic location. We will pursue investments in marinas, new hotels, boardwalks in Charlottesville and Scarborough, and an eco-adventure park in Northside Tobago. We will build a sky cable car attraction connecting the cruise ship village to Fort King George, with scenic views of our capital that will put Tobago on the global map. We will establish the Pigeon Point Beach Club with an adult pool and mini water park for families and other amenities and family spaces. We will build out a 52-week festival calendar featuring a return of the Jazz Festival and other festivals built upon food, music, culture, creativity, and sports tourism, keeping Tobago vibrant all year. We will pursue a romance and weddings initiative to position Tobago as the Caribbean's wedding island. Here is the big deal for health. Modern care closer to the communities. We will upgrade and expand the Scarborough General Hospital and the Roxborough Hospital, ensuring that they are fully equipped to serve the people of Tobago. We will upgrade all health centers across the island. We will also establish a primary care super clinic at the current Scarborough Health Center in Bacolet. We will add reliable new ambulances to the fleet. We will improve the emergency response time. We will improve the waiting time at our hospitals and health centers. And we'll also ensure that we have mental health counselors in every electoral district. With our island-wide telemedicine program, all our patients across the island can access specialist care without leaving their homes or communities. Healthcare will be local, fast, reliable, and dignified. Here is the big deal for education. We are going to build out a modernized Tobago-centric curriculum, focusing on our history and culture here as Tobagonians. And of course, we are going to ensure that we provide opportunities in vocational training so that every single Tobagonian child has the opportunity to pursue their preferred path. Of course, we're going to build out the special needs campus for our special needs children, the University of Tobago, which will comprise the Kendall School of Agriculture, the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute, the Tobago Performing Arts Academy, the Bucco School of Marine Science, and the Friendship Vocational and Technical Institute. We are taking education in Tobago to another level, ensuring that every Tobagonian is able to learn and thrive and develop themselves for a developing world in the next century. Here is the big deal for economic development. A serious plan to create over 7,000 new jobs in Tobago based on a 25-year comprehensive economic transformation plan that will develop within 6 months of assuming office. We will establish the Tobago Enterprise and Jobs Hub in Scarborough, a one-stop center that matches training to real jobs, guarantees youth placements, supports small businesses, and connects investors directly to Tobagonian suppliers. We will enforce local procurement rules so major projects hire Tobagonians first and use Tobago contractors first and foremost. Our job creation strategy will focus on high-impact sectors, tourism and hospitality, construction and infrastructure, agriculture, fishing and agro-processing, the creative and orange economy, the blue-green economy and renewable energy, ICT, digital services, and business outsourcing. We will deliver the tools that turn opportunity into employment. Apprenticeships in hospitality, construction, ICT, marine, and renewable energy. Small business grants of up to $100,000 and loan guarantees of up to $1 million for small, medium, and large businesses here in Tobago. A film, animation, and digital production studio at TPAC. Incentives for manufacturers and agro-processors. A Tobago investment desk to attract new industries and investors. This is how we deliver 7,000 real jobs, grow local businesses, and build a resilient, people-powered Tobago economy. Here is the big deal for creativity, a cultural industry powered by Tobago's natural talent. We will offer up to 50,000 in creative stimulus grants for music, fashion, film, content creation, and cultural products. We will establish creative incubators in communities such as Plymouth, Scarborough, Canaan, Roxborough, Charlottesville, and others. We will revitalize the Tobago Performing Arts Company as a full creative headquarters right here at the Shore Park Cultural Complex, with a full Tobago orchestra, with practice rooms and recording studios, performance spaces, film and music editing suites, costume and mass labs, and talent development programs across communities here in Tobago. We will promote Tobago internationally through cultural showcases, music festivals, and partnerships with global platforms. Creativity must become a career, culture must become income, and talent must become Tobago's signature. Here is the big deal for agriculture, a Tobago that feeds Tobagonians. Through our farmland development program, we will unlock over 700 acres of agricultural land in areas such as Goldsboro, Richmond Estate, Lamy Road, Friendship Estate, and others. This will allow us to distribute to over 300 Tobagonian farmers between 2 to 5 acres of productive agricultural lands. We will also give these farmers up to $100,000 in support grants to assist them with startup. We will expand agriculture services such as new access roads, irrigation ponds and water systems, cold storage and drying facilities, a modern agro-processing factory at Goldsboro, a farmers' wholesale market in Scarborough, a poultry processing plant at Belmont Road, and a lot more. We will commercialize the fishing sector by constructing new fishing ports in Scarborough, Plymouth, and Palatovere, just to start. These facilities will have modern ice and chilling facilities, support for vessels in terms of maintenance and fueling, and of course we will upgrade slipways and smaller fishing facilities across the island. From seeds to processing to distribution, we will build a full food system that strengthens farmers, lowers grocery prices, and keeps food local and healthy right here in Tobago. Here is the big deal for housing: affordable, accessible home ownership. We believe that every Tobagonian deserves a safe and comfortable place to live. We will construct affordable homes at a cost of $250,000 maximum to the homeowner. And these will be affordable, modern, energy-efficient units that the lower income person can actually own and afford. We launched the Build on Your Land program with up to 50% THA subsidies on construction cost and free designs for Tobagonians who own land with little means to build, delivering hundreds of new homes through community contractors. For vulnerable families with land, under this same program, we will construct your entire home free of charge. For Tobagonians approaching the open market, we will offer 50% subsidies for first-time buyers on parcels valued at $500,000 or less. This will unlock land ownership for many Tobagonians. In addition, we will roll out a $100,000 home improvement grant program for vulnerable families, where we will remove the hassle and long wait for grants, and we will fully refurbish homes utilizing local contractors, creating construction jobs, and stabilizing communities. Here is the big deal for beautification and sustainability. A Tobago that shines again. We will launch an island-wide beautification thrust. Village beautification grants will be given to community organizations of up to $100,000. Public art murals across communities. Landscaping at all major tourism sites. Heritage restoration in our communities. And we will strengthen climate resilience with coastal protection in Lambo, Pigeon Point, and other vulnerable areas. Flood mitigation in our communities that are prone to flooding. Slope stabilization in areas prone to landslides. This is pride, this is progress, and it will be visible everywhere. Here is the big deal for our blue-green economy, turning Tobago's natural environment into sustainable jobs and long-term opportunity. We will protect and expand our marine parks and coastal ecosystems while creating new careers in marine science, ecotourism, and ocean services. We will grow sustainable aquaculture, finfish, shellfish, and seaweed farming to strengthen food security, create export earnings, and open new income streams for our coastal communities here in Tobago. Through training and certification programs, we will build a skilled local workforce to lead Tobago's marine and aquaculture industries. We will invest in green jobs and renewable energy, including solar-ready public buildings, wind and wave energy, environmental services, and climate-resilient coastal infrastructure. This is development that respects the sea, protects the land, and creates real opportunity for our people. A cleaner environment, new industries, sustainable livelihoods. That is what is important to us as we continue to build a Tobago that is clean, green, safe, and serene. Here is the big deal for infrastructure. A modern Tobago with projects that lift this island. We will construct the Scarborough Government Campus, bringing key government services under one roof, reducing inefficiency and saving millions annually in rent. We will transform Scarborough into a modern, pedestrian-friendly city with improved lighting, signature widened sidewalks, lush greenery, and contemporary buildings. We will build the Scarborough Waterfront Center, a multi-story hub for commerce, dining, entertainment, and government services, linked to the Scarborough Parkade via a skywalk. The center will house several THA divisions, improving public service accessibility while enhancing the downtown experience. We will build a state-of-the-art Scarborough Parkade to provide safe, convenient, and multi-level parking in the heart of Scarborough. We will build a multi-story government campus on Jerningham Street to house several more THA divisions. We will transform the Botanical Gardens into a world-class destination for relaxation, education, and recreation, featuring upgraded landscaping, walking trails, water features, and cultural exhibits. Also, event spaces. The gardens will also showcase wildlife such as flamingos and koi fish, creating a vibrant and interactive experience for residents and visitors. We will support the development of a city hotel in Scarborough, providing high-quality accommodations for business travelers, tourists, and event attendees. We will transform Roxborough into a vibrant, green and colorful town with improved infrastructure, public gardens, murals, eco-friendly spaces, and beautification, reflecting the pride and potential of Eastern Tobago. We will upgrade and consistently maintain all major arterial and rural roads. We will rehabilitate extremely deplorable roads in Tobago East, along scenic routes such as the Roxborough Bloody Bay Road and Lansome Charlottesville Link Road. We will expand the bus network with eco-friendly, low or zero emission vehicles and more reliable and timely schedules. We will introduce energy efficient solar powered street lighting island-wide to improve safety while reducing energy consumption on our island. We will integrate smart city solutions for traffic monitoring, emergency response, and commuter information systems. Technology will help Tobago move smarter, not just faster. We will build modern transportation hubs for island-wide connectivity. In Scarborough, which will be the primary and largest hub, also in Roxborough, Crown Point, Charlottesville, and Palatuvie. This is infrastructure that unlocks growth and puts Tobago on the map. Here is the big deal for youth and sport. A full investment in talent, confidence, and opportunity. We will build a modern state-of-the-art international cricket stadium. We will build the Backlet Indoor Sporting Complex and name it after our renowned football coach, Bertil Sinclair. We will upgrade football fields across all 15 electoral districts. We will revive village leagues for cricket, football, basketball, even beach volleyball, and other sports. We will construct a modern, state-of-the-art motorsports facility for safe recreation. We will establish youth hubs with music and digital creation labs. We will deliver specialist coaching, more funding for athletes and clubs, scholarships for our athletes, and structured talent development pipelines. This is a Tobago where every young person has a pathway in sport, in training, in career, and in life. Here's the big deal for community development. Stronger villages, safer families. We will deliver 4 new regional hubs with training rooms, social spaces, youth spaces, and activities for our seniors and youth and families. Village safety teams with community guardians. Brand new community facilities in Charlottesville and Bagatelle. Expanded after-school programs. Senior day centers across the island. Modern lighting and security across all our communities here in Tobago. When communities thrive, Tobago thrives. Here is the big deal for governance, a THA that works again. We will implement 5-year employment contracts as standard for all THA workers. We will establish a public service training and development institute, a digital service portal for licenses, grants applications, and appointments, performance-based budgeting, zero tolerance for victimization, and faster payments for all contractors and service providers within 30 days. We will modernize every division so Tobagonians get service and not stress. Here is the big deal for Boko Mount Pleasant, a Boko indoor cricket facility and AstroTurf football field, a Mount Pleasant family park, and the home of sport in Canaan, and of course, much more.
Here's the big deal for Maisnall South Bagatelle. 1. The restart and completion of the indoor sporting facility. 2. A place of public recreation for children and our elderly. 3. A place to call home as a community hub. And 4. A youth zone for the Kokowati side of the community.
Here's the big deal for Bethel New Grange. State-of-the-art sporting facility at Montgomery, sporting complex at Shoal Park, play park and beautification area in the Susselands, and many more.
Here's the big deal for the electoral district of Palataville and Speyside. The establishment of a HACCP-approved fishing port for the community of Palataville, the establishment and upgrade of the beachfront in Castara, establishment of a boardwalk in Charlottesville, the realignment of Turpin Bend, and much more.
Here's the big deal for Goodwood, Mount St. George. The completion of the Goodwood Pavilion, the widening of the road of Mount St. George with the street number 1, the construction of the bridge at Hope, and the lighting of Hope and Jondal playing field.
Here's the big deal for Golden Lane Bethesda Lekki. Golden Lane, a sporting facility in your community. Table Peace, a much needed walkway for the students. Bethesda, a food hub, and many more.
Here's the deal for the electoral district of Bonaparte Crown Point. Spanking new, upgrade, sporting facilities, a retrofitted multi-purpose facility. And for the fishermen, that coastal erosion problem at Swallows and Pigeon Point, the backwash and docking channel. Bonaparte Crown Point expect many, many more.
Here's the big deal for the electoral district of Belgarden, Glamorgan. We will be lighting all the playing fields within the electoral district with modern-day toilet facilities. We will return to Tobago East, the Tobago Windward Sports Club. We will complete the agro-processing unit at Grosboro and many more.
Here's the big deal for Plymouth Black Rock and Environs. At the Plymouth Recreational Ground, we will do a multi-sporting facility with a Hall of Fame. And we will also have at Marysville, the elderly care center, along with a computer hub. And lastly, we will have at Blackrock, Micro Mall, and more to come.
Here is the big deal for Lambo Lowlands. The construction of the Lambo Primary School, the construction of a green space at Petit Trou Beach to boost the tourism product. The Lambo Lowlands Business Expo and Market, where opportunity meets community. Job security for all our local contractors within the community, and much more.
Here is a big deal for Signal Hill Patience, modern play park for the district, job security for the district, road maintenance for the district, and many, many more.
Here's the big deal for Darrell Spring WIM. We will be bringing an indoor training cricket facility for cricketers. We'll have a family children's play park at WIM, hard courts at Glen Road and Darrell Spring, and of course, we will be lighting the Brandon football field, and much more.
Here is the big deal for Roxborough Argyle. The construction of a state-of-the-art innovation center, significant upgrades to Argyle, Kings Bay, and Salami Road waterfalls, and the creation of a youth empowerment and mentorship networks. These, among many other innovative projects, all focus on building a stronger, more prosperous Roxborough Argyle.
So here's the big deal for Scarborough Mongrace. Construction of a pavilion and upgrades to the playing field in Calder Hall. Paving of the Google Patch Road. Employment opportunities and support for micro, small, and medium businesses. Upgrades and restoration of the play park in Calder Hall and the reopening of the Y Zone.
Here's the big deal for Mason Hall North Mariah. A pan and cultural theatre right there in Mason Hall. The construction of a pavilion at the Mariah Recreation Ground and a technology center to transform the way that we fix auto vehicles in the entire of Tobago.
Tobago, this is our moment. The big, bold red deal is a plan built for you. For every farmer, every student, every youth, every senior, every small business owner, every creative, every parent, every fisherman, every public servant, every child in every village. This is not talk. This is not theory. This is not show. This is the big deal, a commitment, a promise. It's time to dream big, to build boldly, to walk as one Tobago. Sign on, stand with us. Let us rise together. Let us make a big deal. Let us put Tobago first again.
Putting Tobago first again, From there to Crown Point Shore, Tobago rising even more. We faced the storm, we took the test. Now we're coming back with our very best. We built the schools, the roads, the ground. In every village, progress found. We learned, we grew, we took a stand. Now we're moving with a brand new plan. Put Tobago first again. Let progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Bonaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. 10,000 jobs, a future bright. Homes for families, a better life. We kept the faith through every fight. Now the vision shining light. Hospitals standing proud and tall. Community centers for one and all. From fishing bays to farmers' hands, we gave new hope across the land. We're moving forward, not looking back. A new direction, right on track. A vibrant leader, bold and wise. With Ancil Dennis, watch us rise. A brand new team with heart and might to lead Tobago to the light. Stronger together, hand in hand, we're building on this land.
Only selection time. For march out. Roll out. Hey, you the people that want to know. What the man is PNM, vote PNM. PNM, vote the PNM. PNM, PNM.
PNM.
You respect that? March out, Ancil, march out. You the people them want. Them not go take no talk. Them not the part to talk. Them song they start. When me say them song they start. So vote PNM today. Ancil not go play games no time. Him ready up enough. Fight. YTP still a try. Fight. Ancil not inna the talk. Him a go fix every road fi walk. Every road you walk. From Cudla Hall, right back to Mason Hall. Ask Quising about it, him nasty. No feel PNM come fi catch kicks. A 4 years them get dark and them waste it. Some of them a sing back to basics. Vote PNM today. Ancil na go play games no time. Him ready up enough. Ready fight. So YTP still a try. Fight. PNM vote PNM. PNM vote for PNM. PNM PNM. PNM, vote PNM, 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 vote for PNM, 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 PNM. March out, Ancil, march out. You the people them want. Them not go take no talk when at the party talk. Them song they start. When me say them song they start. So vote PNM today. Ancil not go play games no time. Him ready up enough. The people want. The people want. The youths want. The elders want. Lucky for you, my friend. Harris is a good spirit. He care about the youths in the village and the elders in the district. No word I'm out. He on the ground. Yeah. Good spirit. He bring in a good spirit. Let's come back and take back with the spirit. They run it down. They mash it down. Yeah. For 4 years now, you ain't seen none of them. But they know people. No, they know people. I set a smart man in the circle. Yeah. So yeah, we come together and get rid of them. And good people who know people and know what they want. Cause action speak louder than voices. And we all make we choices. But the choice that we made, the last time we vote, left us all disappointed. But PNM will change it, so we don't have to fake it. Cause we can't country breath, it's like theater, we leg and we neck. And I say that with all due respect. Remember when we
She's standing with we. Yes, standing with we. On the road real hard. She's standing with we. Young and old, rich and needy. Karyn Forbes standing with we. Some are we tired, some lose faith, some just watching politics from a distance. Youth wondering if change is real. Elders asking if anybody feel. But in the block, in the church, on the street, she listening when the people speak. No time for show, no empty display. She come back again, not just election day. If you're fed up watching and want better days, if you're praying hard for Tobago way, if you want leadership with heart and spine, then hear this now is decision time. She's standing with
It's your time now.
You respect that?
Join. Ready? We wake up really early election morning. Why the people call on Shani now? Election day, tell me who we voting. It's Shani John. So when you reach police station, right up your finger. Alright, look who we voting. Just put the X by Shani John right up. Reach police station, right up your finger. Look who we voting. Just put the X by Shani John right up. Wait, she's a smart woman to lead us at this time now. Things may be hard, but Shani is inside now. Bring out the family, friends, and your loved ones. Vote for the right choice. Listen, let these people know Shani smart and ready. People, come on, we don't know. Rest of them don't have belly. When you say Shani step inside, anyway, I don't know if you're mad or crazy. Make me because Shani ever the lioness. Who beating the lions? Them when Shani just step up. Looks like I will know. Everybody has.
You respect that?
To the police station. Vote. We voted for Shani John. Lioness. Who beating the lions? Them when Shani just step up. Looks like I will know. Everybody has. Lead. To the police station. Vote. We voted for Shani John.
I'm moving Fred. We're done with the before 10 harvest good. Fred. We're done with the. No, that's me red. We're done with the. He's the better choice. Me red. We're done with the. I'm moving red. We're done with the. Before 10 harvest good. We red. We're done with the. No, that's me red. We're done with the. He's the better choice. Me red. We're done with the. Harvest God is the choice. The youths them have a voice. He is the better choice. I Harvest God is the man. For sure he have a plan. Elevating everyone. We don't care who voting. Harvest God we voting. Good fight we promoting. We don't care who vex. The better choice is the flex. It's in every post and text. We red. We're done with the. We voting Harvest God. Red. We're done with the. Lowlands we red. We're done with the. He is the better choice. We red. We're done with the. Lambo we red. We're done with the. We voting Harvest God. We red. We're done with the. Lowlands we red. We're done with the. He is the better choice. We red. We're done with the. Lambo red out. Lowlands red out. Can't be red out. Keynote red out. Signal Hill red out. East side red out. West side red out. Lambo. Your voting finger, when your voting finger, push it up. Your voting finger, when your voting finger, push it. Your voting finger, when your voting finger, push it. We're voting Harvest God. Lambo we red, we're done with the. Before voting Harvest God, red, we're done with the. Lowlands we red, we're done with the. He is the better choice, we red, we're done with the. Lambo we red, we're done with the. Before voting Harvest God, we red, we're done with the. Lowlands.
Tobago. It's time to rise again. 4 years of chaos can't stop a proud people. On January 12th, let me put Tobago first again. Folly come and mash up the place. 4 years of confusion, 4 years of disgrace. Contracts flying out to Trinidad. Tobago people feeling it bad. Agriculture dead down in the ground. Tourism plans turn round and round. Sandals gone, airport done. But finally leave we with nothing done. And all the time is smiling in your face. Selling out Tobago piece by piece. Hiding behind the UNC, but we see he never had no love for we. Put Tobago first again. Time to stand up strong, let we rise again. PNM the only ones who deliver for the people. 21 years of building up the island. Put Tobago first again. Folly can't fool, we no more pretend. A brand new team with a brand new vision. Open hearts and minds, we ready to listen. Put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago first again. Put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago first again. Remember when contractors used to thrive? PNM keep Tobago work alive. Farmers used to blossom, markets used to grow. Now nothing don't move, nothing don't flow. Airport standing up like a ghost boy. Left to rot after all that boast boy. And the reader drama put we life at stake. For Tobago future we can make that mistake. Pour and sea whispering in the air, but it's Tobago people end up paying dear. We don't fed up of the lies and spin. Now is we done, now we must win. Put Tobago first again. Time to stand up strong, let we rise again. PNM the only ones who deliver for the people. 21 years of building up the island. Put Tobago first again. Folly can't fool, we no more pretend. A brand new team with a brand new mission. Hope, progress, service and tradition. Put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago first again. Put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago, put Tobago first again. Who build shop park? PNM. Who lift agriculture? PNM. Who fix the roads and support small businesses? Hell them kiosks can run with place, we want pride again.